November 9589 Yankee by Craig Cavallo. This book is dedicated to my dad, Joseph William Cavallo, who was the first in our family to become a pilot. Hi, my name is Craig Cavallo, but my grandkids call me Poppy. I've been flying airplanes for a long time. Why? Well, probably because when I was little, I watched my father, Joe. He was the first pilot in our family. My dad was born in 1926 in San Francisco, California, to parents Giuseppe and Grace Cavallo. He was a track and field star at Galileo High School before serving in the U.S. Army during World War II. Although he was the youngest of 4 children, Dad was the only one of them to start his own business and later become a private pilot. In 1964, he purchased an airplane called a Beechcraft Debonair. It was named November 9589 Yankee. This plane had both beauty and speed, with wheels that retracted into the wings. My father would take me on his flights because he knew how much I loved airplanes. Dad also kept a pilot logbook to keep track of all of the airports he visited. Here are the notes showing the date of the flights and the airport abbreviations, like BFL, which means Bakersfield Meadows Field. He was a good pilot, but after several years, Dad decided to sell his airplane. I was a teenager then, and sad to see the plane sold to someone else. Maybe that's why I earned my own pilot's license years later, traveling around California with my wife Karen and our sons Chase and Cameron. Then one day, while I was getting ready to take off from Oakland Airport, I heard a familiar name on the radio. Oakland Ground Control was talking to November 9589 Yankee. Yes, it was the very same airplane that my father had sold so many years before. I asked Oakland Ground Control for permission to park next to 9589 Yankee in order to get a better look. I was thrilled to see my dad's old plane again, but somewhat sad that 9589 Yankee had been neglected. The paint was peeling off and the interior was a little shabby, so I said goodbye and went on my way. But guess what? 10 years later, I saw it again near my new home in North Texas. Yes, this plane was following me around from city to city and state to state. A Texas pilot had bought the plane and restored the paint and the interior, and even installed new avionics. Now it looked exactly like a brand new Debonair. The new owner even let me fly it over my own house. Seeing 9589 Yankee again brought back a lot of memories of my childhood. You see, children grow up and do some of the same things that their parents did. My father was a pilot, so I became a pilot. My youngest son, Cameron, also enjoyed flying growing up. He is now in flight training to become a commercial airline pilot. Cameron will succeed because he practices flying each day. This legacy may continue with my oldest son, Chase, who has always been interested in airplanes. And Chase's son, JS, who is my grandson, has flown with me as well. Sometimes families create generations of pilots. Mine certainly does. Flying was a gift from my dad, Joseph William Cavallo, who was the first in our family to become a pilot. And that gift keeps giving, because I don't know too many families that have the same airplane following them wherever they go. Maybe 9589 Yankee is also a member of our family and just wants to come home.